So I've been excited for Genshin Impact ever since they announced this game way back like a year ago. And now that the closed beta is over, I feel like this is as good a time as any for me to do an updated video discussing my thoughts. So let me get this out of the way first. When the closed beta was announced, I actually
forgot to apply for it.
I know, you guys can berate me later, but I was honestly way too preoccupied at the time signing up for the Blue Protocol closed beta, and as such, this completely slipped my mind. Nevertheless, a lot of people that I know got to participate in it, and there have been a plethora of videos uploaded around YouTube discussing and showing off what was available during the beta test. Judging from what I've seen firsthand and from what I've heard from friends, this game is shaping up to be competition for any cooperative game releasing this year, with it potentially being one of the, if not the, best looking anime inspired release in 2020. Now, after the closed beta ended, Hugh Tsai, the producer for Genshin Impact, went on to share a message with fans of the game. In it, he revealed some very important information. The first reveal was that Genshin Impact first began development over 3 whole years ago. Yeah, while the game was just announced last year, the game has long since been in development. The development team itself consists of 500 in-house developers working on the project, which is huge, considering many indie games are made by a handful of developers. Then he went on to clarify in his words that Genshin Impact is not a massively multiplayer online RPG. Instead, you decide how you want to play, as a single player adventure you experience by yourself, or one that you invite others to experience with you whenever you want. I've mentioned time and time again that Genshin Impact is not going to be an MMORPG. Instead, it is going to be a cooperative online RPG. And honestly, when you see how popular cooperative RPGs like these have become over the years, it's no wonder they have adopted this model. This statement is further clarification, however, that this is not and will not ever be an MMO. Instead, if you choose to, after reaching level 16, you can actually go and enable a co-op game mode that will allow you to join up with anywhere between 1 to 3 different players to tackle quests, bosses, and dungeons. Player reception has been very positive for the game thus far, with many players praising how good the game looks and how impressive the game plays. The most common issue I saw among the community of beta testers was not how the game looked or played though, but rather how much content was readily available. While some players spent days hitting level 20, taking their time, exploring and enjoying the game, others within the same time frame managed to make it all the way to level 40 or above and realized that there just was not a whole lot of content to do. Which, you know what, that is natural. This is a closed beta test. Closed beta tests are generally limited in terms of what they actually provide the players. You cannot expect them to have like a fully developed game with all of the content readily available for players to actually participate in, especially considering we have no idea how much of the actual finished game is present in the beta test. Regardless, in response to this, Hugh went on to state that the Genshin Impact team is hard at work making sure there will be a surplus of content for players to partake of when the game finally gets around to launching. We're working on new adventures and new ways to play that include new dungeons, new quests, new features, and an entirely new region. Finally, he went on to state that their main goal with Genshin Impact is making sure that it is as fair and friendly to all players, regardless of if they spend $10 or $10,000. Do note though that after this they went on to reveal a beautiful little mini trailer showcasing the lantern rite. This is something that I'm actually going to show in just a moment. They do mention that this is a spoiler though, so if you don't want to spoil whatever this is going to spoil, I urge you to either just stop the video there or skip towards the end. But yeah, let's boot that up and take a look. Seriously though, like, just looking at these graphics and listening to the soundtrack that is present in game, like, for starters, I hope I don't get like copyright claim or copyright struck for using either this trailer or for using the soundtrack, the background music in the video, but you know, if all is good, then holy crap, this looks incredible. That was the player character that you saw. They happen to be using a female. Which, I mean, let's be real here. Everyone's probably going to use anyway. Seriously, though, this is an absolutely gorgeous game. I didn't play the beta, so I have no idea who this guy is. I assume he's someone important, though. I like his eyeliner. He's a guy liner. Man, you know what would be really cool if we actually got this thing and we're capable of riding it like a mount. Oh. Well, I mean, you know, there goes my dreams of riding that thing as a mount, so... Cool, thank you. Awesome. And yeah, there we have it. That was the little mini trailer. Now, while Genshin Impact is being built for PC, it is also cross-platform compatible with mobile devices after all, and as such, the business model means that they're going to be incorporating a gacha system in game, which is probably the only issue that I believe people had with the game. Now, it wasn't terrible during the beta by any means, but at the same time, I can definitely see this being something that holds players back from fully enjoying it. Now, Genshin Impact is due out worldwide this year and is slated to release on the PlayStation 4, the Switch, PC, iOS, and Android devices. I am just as excited as ever for Genshin Impact, and knowing they are still hard at work creating additional content for the game is very refreshing to hear. But this is my opinion, my first impressions of Genshin Impact after its closed beta. What do you guys think though? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it from me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.
Peace.